My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. Alright, so, our party is effectively the same, actually, although we've subbed out Patricia for Alien Renders. The big reason for that is because Alien Renders has Ruins Tactician for plus 15% damage in this particular area, as well as Risk Taker for the plus 10% damage. Stacking those atop one another with the an Ancestor's Pen, as well as the accuracy from the Focus Ring, and crit from the Focus Ring as well, is going to make Alien Renders an absolute damage dealer. Like, just blowing up enemies, even if she doesn't decide to crit. Now, that works excellently. And then the rest of the party is effectively here to support them. Now, Carpi, it's worth noting, in this area is basically a mobile inspiring tune. So we're not going to add a bleeding trinket or anything. Oh, no, hang on. We might still need to add a bleeding trinket. Just to guarantee that we can hit our bleeds on the thing from the stars. Well, but the thing is, the thing from the stars battle, like, Alien Renders should be dealing almost all of my damage in that. Okay. So I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Carpi here the... Not the Mildred's Locket. It's the Dirge of the Devoured for plus 25% to stress skills, as well as plus 25% to damage if Laudanum's in the inventory, which we will keep it. And that's so that we can deal some actual damage with Harvest as well as Slice Off. But most of the time it's going to be Battle Ballad and Inspiring Tune, because we're up against a bunch of undead, and the undead don't bleed. Not often, at least. I say undead, it's the unholy, but undead. Close enough. Alright, and then everyone else is pretty much just going to get their standard allotment, which is actually just going to be completely fine. Then we've got the ruins, we've got a possible kill on a thing from the stars, possible extra shards. Those shards can be used to buy a district. We can maybe find a gatekeeper. That's all covered. We've got to remember, because it is a champion mission, we have to think about the quote-unquote mini-boss that exists in this area. So that's the Bone Bearer. The Bone Bearer usually is in the very, very back lines, can't be stunned, has the passive buff to all of its team. That's why it's very important that I have Alien Renders, who can project their damage to any line using Pierce. Alright. Now all I have to worry about is upkeep. Is there any upkeep we need to perform? I think we have a couple characters who might need to lock some things in and or out. Patricia is the only Crimson Cursed member that is going on the mission. Yeah. Okay, so for that reason, or rather isn't going on the mission, for that reason, we want to be able to use all of the treatment slots, so we will instead be locking other people in here. Plus, don't care about that. Bochet has... none of those particularly relevant either. Colin has Ruminator, and Ruminator is pretty bad. Irrepressible literally doesn't work. Okay. Remove Ruminator, Ballon. Plaquet Holder. Well, Plaquet Holder has so many different negatives is the thing, but no positives that I really want to lock in either. Diurnal Risk Taker. Laws has actually kind of been performing way above, but Tough is actually really good on a Flagellant. There we go. Remembered their name. The damage doesn't matter as much as dodge does. So we'll actually lock that in. Kaze has nothing I want to lock in, nothing I want to lock out. Well, Warren's Phobe does kind of limit my ability to take them. Alright. Do what you must, I submit. Says Kaze there. Alright, so Stagecoach. Ardnell? Ooh, okay. Oh, Hylomania as well as Fear of Mankind. Both of those are completely garbage. We'll be taking you.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
The reason we're taking Ardnell there is because Ardnell will be our stress healer for the low levels, which is what we are notably missing from our lower levels right now. So that's going to make it really easy to try and help level Panel and Emin and Kulai especially out of the lower levels. Ormond and Mortimer probably aren't getting out of there, let's be real. All right, anything else that we need to do in upkeep? Probably take another Dark Crown. Manslayer's Ring. I mean, unfortunately, man isn't the most common in any dungeon. If we still had bosses left, then possibly, like, if we know we've got a human boss left, but we don't. So, I think that's us covered, actually. Alright, make sure that we're going on the right mission, make sure that everyone has the right equipment, as well as the right abilities unlocked. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, yeah, no, we're set. Alright. Gotta make sure that it takes some blood. Not that much, because we only have one Crimson Cursed member right now. Also don't want to take that much food, so 2 full camps and yeah, that's fine. We'll take 3 shovels, more than the average amount of keys here because there's just a lot of things to interact with keys, so we'll take 6. Holy water, it can be used to purify the altars of light in this area, and plus 30% damage is serious. So, oh no, but consecrated bowls also exist. We will have to take some anti-venom, and that's just because of the existence of the thing from Beyond the Stars. I wonder, are we going to see the thing from Beyond the Stars in our first encounter again? Because that has been happening to us very, 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 very commonly. Definitely need to take some laudanum, right, so that we have some left over to treat Carpi. Or rather, to have Carpi's Dirt of the Devoured active. I still haven't used any Shard Dust. It's gonna be something that I might use after I have all of the Shard districts up. But definitely not before then. Anything else? Food, keys, shovels, torches, interactables. Kind of want to take a bit more holy water, but you know, if we don't get any consecrated bowls, a lot of those are going to go to waste. Food, shovels, keys, torches, interactables, blood. Yeah, we're covered. All right, I want to check what is scouting chance. Scouting, chance, light, darkest dungeon. Because I keep saying, oh, I don't know what the scouting chance is for us right now, but I can literally find out, and it will take no time at all. So at Radiant Light, let's allow that to load in.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Okay. Scouting chance. At Radiant Light, your scouting chance is increased by 15%. There we go. So we would have 65% on entry of any individual room. 100% of room battles, so we are going to have to backtrack in this direction. Thing from Beyond the Stars! No, Bone Bearer. Wow. Wow. May as well start dealing with the stress earlier rather than later. Sooner rather than later. Alright. Oh, big crit, big damage. Love it. We could surge on the Bone Bearer. No, on Bone Militia. From the Bone Bearer, rather. It's 25% damage. Still, only matters if you hit. Some more stress release there.
Give them no quarter.
I can see that I'm going to enjoy this mission. Oh, this is going to be good. Bump in the night. These targets don't have high crit, they don't have high damage. For that reason, we're kind of just damage racing them. Oh, 2 stress. That's all that's left on the party right now. Alright, we should basically be able to...
Destroyed.
Oh, alien renders. Thank you so much.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh, just an embarrassment of crits. Woo! And we can actually reach the bone royalty in the back line as well. Very good. I'm going to buff our speed. The big reason for that is so that we can act ahead of the bone royalty in the next round.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
It says 41% chance to crit, but I'm certain that it needs 100. Oh. Gonna go for the buff again for the increased crit. Woo! Actually didn't manage to crit that time. And they got the next action. That was actually quite unlikely, because they have 10 speed, and I have 2 characters who should still be a little faster than them. I think both of our characters would have been on 11... No, we would have both been on 10 speed, and yet the bone royalty went faster. Rough life.
Dazed.
Yeah, that'll happen.
About to break.
I wanted to leave Rito the ability to kill that. The bone royalty in particular. It's actually probably worth the stress removal there. Ooh, nice crit, Mastara. Definitely gonna have to kick in my own heal there. I don't want to actually kill with a crit here. Damn.
Decimated.
Because we did that, the Bone Shield Wall now has access to more moves than just Stumbling Advance or something. I can't remember the exact name of it. Whoa, renders. Don't you have Prismatic Don't Stun Me? No, you've just got Coagulation, Purity, and Stability. All right, fair enough then. We're all good. Especially because we can keep the Bone Shield Wall stunned without any real effort on our part. Woo! Nice crit copy.
Onslaught. Destroy them all.
Right. We'll take the mask because it's 3.5k. 3.75k rather. 3.75? Is it? I think it is. And the rubies because now we can stack those.
Glittering gold.
Speaking of.
Trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
The sack is empty. What about the backpack, though? Hey, that one contains loot.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
All right, I'm just gonna get sapphires and rubies, and I guess if I find jute tapestry or puzzle and trapezohedrons, we'll have to make space for those. That contents are ours.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Well, I'll be. I did not know that this could happen.
Well struck.
Consider me surprised. I'm gonna reveal the terrible Pliskin there. Try and get a stun on each of these frontliners. Nice. So the Nightmarish Adder in the backline, I know, has the ability to shed and remove their own... remove their own debuffs, as well as heal at the same time.
A singular strike.
Alright, that terrible Pliskin's now dead. Fine, I can break guards. In fact, I can just go for the stun. That'll help.
Masterfully executed.
A masterfully executed enemy right there. This is a 50% chance to hit a stun. Worth. Didn't manage to hit, but that's okay. Paralyzing quills on alien renders. 14, but no stun.
For death by inches.
Did not manage to secure that bleed. It's okay, though. That's a secured stun on the Nightmare Shadow, though.
Their
Break
formation
the kill.
is broken.
Their formation is entirely broken. There's absolutely nothing they can do right now. The worst case scenario for us right now is the Nightmare Shadow crits one of us. And that would just be for the stress damage across the party. That would be the only reason that's even a consideration. Adder's Fang on Rito. Managed to hit. Manages to blight. Okay, that's actually going to be a significant amount of damage, specifically because it's targeting Rito. This enemy should be dead in 2 turns, just to their bleed.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
I'll go for the party buff. Literally nothing else that I can even accomplish right now.
Confluence of skill and purpose.
I'm gonna yell at you. Nice! We actually made them slow for the next round, which is really good. You can see that the bleed left over is still enough to kill the Nightmare Shadow. The reason that I'm stalling out here is because it gives me more time to stack buffs for the possible battle in the first space in the next hallway, and it also gives me time to wait out the blight on my characters and heal it up.
Wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Pack has a map inside. Oh, I love those. Hey, and this map actually worked. We've had a lot of maps recently that just didn't. No. We already have so many battle buffs. Oh, I really want it. I have the ability to rest after. I have DOT. I have so much that makes us equipped for this.
A star spawned horror.
Okay, that could have been worse.
Impressive.
Ooh, bleed as well. Oh, very nice. Roll the 0% chance on that stun because I'm an idiot. Roll the 30% chance on that stun, and we stunned on the first round. That is the absolute most powerful thing that you can do to a Shambler. 11 to 22 outside of the crit, and we managed to roll it enough for a crit, which is great. No, just go for the damage. This is a race. Great. Oh, this is so good. Obdurous Advancement gets blocked on one of our characters, but the rest of them take a wee bit of a hit. Clapper Claw on alien renders with a crit immediately, because of course. Didn't manage to bleed the Shambler spawn, which is actually a little bit annoying. Second Clapper Claw, second crit.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Unfortunately, we can't let those Shambler spawns get another round. Not both of them, at least. We're actually going to go for a direct heal there, because this fight is going to be a slog. And this hopefully stuns and moves. It does. That's really good for us. This bleed is wearing out, so got to be aware of that.
Clarified in a single strike.
Clapper Claw don't crit. Never mind.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
It's kind of absurd, the fact that it's critting literally every attack. Alright, that Shambler spawn is now dead. Next round. Couldn't kill it. It's really bad for us. So this now means that the Shambler doesn't manage to summon this round, which is very important.
The slow death.
It's very important, rather, that they don't.
Unforeseen.
Clapperclaw hit Dorito for 8. Nice. Doesn't actually crit. I didn't know that it had the ability to not crit. Resist the bleed, unfortunately, though.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Giant crit from Alien Renders. Extremely important, very powerful. Quite happy about it. I didn't take Anti-Venom, did I? After talking as much as I did about how much I wanted Anti-Venom, I didn't even take any. It's really bad. It's a lot of life. Alright, Abhorrent Shambler is dead.
The space between worlds is no place for mortal men.
I forgot that the Clapperclaws aren't going to immediately remove themselves from the field. That's going to make things a little bit more spicy.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
No, we'll stick with heroism, actually. If you don't mind. That'll stun one of them. That character is set up for a harvest to be really effective on them. Claw don't crit. Nice. Didn't crit. That's a lot of stress, though.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Great.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Yeah, my best opportunity there to prevent the Shambler spawn from actually getting out damage was to yell at it and hope that it got debuffed. Can't afford another round.
This expedition at least promises success.
Well, we're going to be missing out on a lot of torches. But that's okay. That's 7.5k, by the way. Just that single Ancestor's bottle. Now, you know what? I'm going to lose the medicinal herbs. And now it's time for our first rest. Well earned, I think.
Close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
So Sanctuary for the nighttime ambush prevention. Unfortunately, as much as I would really like to, you know, tactics and weapons practice, I think we should probably slot in everything has its thorns. Every rose has its thorns. Everything has its thorns. There's just thorns everywhere. That's what the Jester keeps saying. If I could have swapped the Salacious Diary over, that would have been an extremely effective thing to do as well. I think we'll take Tactics for the extra dodge and crit. Makes us much more resilient.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay. So all we've got to do is hope that we don't have our thing from Beyond the Stars battle, like, very, very, very soon. We can have it over the course of the dungeon. I'll be still really happy to. But just, like, in a little bit of time, please. I need a couple moments to recover.
Obliterated.
Now if we can stun and move the infamous Bloodletter with the Rampart Shield. On. Didn't manage to hit either. That's really unfortunate. 50% chance to stun. Nice.
The light, the promise of safety.
If we managed to move them, then the blanket fire wouldn't have gone off. Instead, they would have used the rushed shot. Go for it again. Crit, stun, move, awesome. All of that really went out fine there. Rushed shot on Carpy for no damage. We'll go for the party heal here because Carpy's harvest at the start of the next round is probably going to be enough for getting the infamous Fusilier to a point that they die. And it is. They are now dead. As soon as they try and act.
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I feel so alive!
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Nice. Over the course of these fights, we will just lower our stress, courtesy of the... because we're not actually going to be dealing damage here, we can go for the buffs. Courtesy of the amount of crits that we put out. The Bone Bearer brings the targets back to life, by the way, which is why it's so important that I kill the Bone Bearer as early as possible. So pretty much everyone that can will be focusing on the Bone Bearer. That stun, by the way, that Mystara used to swap the Arbalist, I believe? Sharpshooter. They called an Arbalist at a different level. Into the second line, prevented them from being able to use their actual attack. Alright, I'm gonna do that again. I don't actually care if it stuns. I just need it to move so the sharpshooter isn't in any of the backlines. So that you can only use bayonet jab rather than the other attack that I've forgotten the name of.
Precision
Nice.
and power.
Very good work, Rita. Secures the kill for us, and now this is just like a completely fine battle. Alright, I feel like I selected the right party for this area. Feeling pretty good about it.
Annihilated.
Exact damage on the kill as well. Good work, Alien Renders. Alright, now I'm going to start using some stress heals. Although, actually, the party buff would be really good because we've got a battle in 2 spaces time.
Eradicated.
Nice work, Mystara.
Soothed. Sedated.
Yeah, we've recovered excellently from that Shambler fight. Note, stunning the Shambler on the first round made it so much easier for us. Like, a lot. Gosh! Alien Renders, I actually didn't want you to crit there. I wanted time to get enough. Wow.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Jute Tapestry. That's 4.5k by itself. And it's the thing from stars. Cool.
Crystalline bulk.
Crystalline. I really want the party buffs for the extra crit.
The blood quickens.
I'm gonna protect here, and that's literally just so that... oh, nice work, Rito. Double crit, nice. And that's just so that Alien Renders doesn't get stunned. Paralyzing Shard rolls on Carpy, 2 as well as stun resist, nice. Phase Nor tries to roll on Alien Renders, does not manage to. Return to the stars. This is almost certainly going to be the earmarked, nice, earmarked action for. Ah, you resisted, damn it. From Mystara every round in order to kill the target there. Paralyzing Shard rolls yet again on Mystara. And does stun. That's unfortunate. Phase Nor now rolls on Mystara, but misses. Return to the stars, which now means someone else is going to have to take the action of killing this crystal aberration, which is a little bit of a problem. Bleed. Please bleed. That actually did some damage now. Alright, Rito. It's up to you. Yeah, that was the lowest damage you could possibly roll. That's okay, though. It happens. Everyone has an off day. I couldn't really dedicate an action from another character.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
So that's 9 stress as well as like 6 damage-ish across the party. He's bleed. Damn it. If it doesn't bleed, it's really, really difficult to justify. Alien Renders is now going to use a Holy Water, and that's literally just so that Alien Renders doesn't take a... Hang on. Doesn't take a giant blight and get really sad.
Back to the pit.
Mastara does exact damage to the kill. Vorpal Strike rolls on Mastara, who has 14 as a result. Transfixing Shard also rolls on Mastara. Mastara resists. Return to the stars. That's just a lot of returning going on here. Oh, giant crit. Extremely happy. Very good. Yes, thanks. Alright, now that the thing from the stars has taken an action already, Carpi is instead going to go for the battle buff.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Paralyzing Shard rolls on Mastara, but gets dodged. That battle buff is just so that the party has enough crit, but also enough speed guarantees that we're going to act before the thing from the stars' first action. Commonly, at least. Bleed? Nice crit, but bleed? Or hits its bleed. Okay, so that's now 18 damage. That's actually done. Thing from the stars now dies over the course of its next 2 actions. Alright. If we can deal 1 damage, we can prevent its next action. No, wait, but it bleeds before that anyway, so... Sky Taint, that's really unfortunate.
Executed with impunity.
Alright.
Destroyed and sundered. Its particles scattered to the wind.
Yes, yes, yes. All of that happened.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Okay, I need to rest in this hallway, otherwise we're just gonna... bleed. Yeah, if I don't rest here, we're just gonna have a lot of problems in the next combat.
Huddled together. Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
This gives us a lot better control over our... Hang on. There we go. A lot better control over our inventory.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
So Alien Renders now doesn't get a Death's Door debuff for the rest of the combat. Sorry, for the rest of the dungeon, rather. Alright. Now that we have the space for the inventory, our character with the highest disarm chance should be, and it is, Carpi. Oh, hang on. There we go. Consecrated Bowl, hell yes, this is exactly the kind of thing I was looking for.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Pop the torch before we go into the fight, because it'd be very good to get a surprise. Okay, so we're starting to see them. which is obviously to say the enemies from the courtyard. The thirst roll on alien renders. Please actually give us the Crimson Curse. The Crimson Curse would remove Sky Taint because I don't have the ability to have another disease while Sky Taint is active. Thirst rolls on Copy. Is not hit. Alien Renders immediately responds with a crit. Because that's what Alien Renders do. Prestidigitation generates a small fire that does no damage, just is a lighting effect. Gather the blood on Carpi for the possible Crimson Curse infection. It does not manage to hit so. Keep healing up alien renders right now. That supplicant's now dead. Both supplicants are now dead.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Ah, damn it. Sycophant moves ahead of my entire party. Uses bombing run for a bleed that's a little annoying. Let's try and stun the Sycophant. Okay. Cool. Just trying to buy myself a couple of rounds. Get some stress heals out, get some heals out. We've actually got a room battle in a couple spaces, but our stress is the thing that we need to concern ourselves with more primarily than that. Using Rampart again here. Great. Even if that didn't stun, it's fine because the bleed is now lethal next turn. Cool, cool.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Radiant light as we enter this fight. Ah, okay, so we actually have a target for the Jester in this combat. Someone they can try and bleed. Not guaranteed to, but try at least, which is nice. Rampart's going to be really good for putting that Cultist Champion in the third line, which is just going to invalidate their next 3 moves, basically. Great. Because they have to unstun, Stumbling Scratch, then they finally get an actual attack. So it invalidates their next 2. Sorry, I said 3. That's on me. Oh, double crit. Stressful Incantation rolls on Mastara for 1 damage as well as 15 stress. Lowers the light a little bit. I'm going to expose the Bone Sergeant here so that I have the ability to stun them. Oh no, we got Stumbling Scratched. Whatever will we do? Did not connect with that attack though. Right, Cultist Champion is now down. We've lowered the HP of the Bone Sergeant in the back line a little bit more. Great. Plus they have absolutely no speed.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Open the sarcophagus in order to find... No, I don't want it. Okay. So we've gotten a Shambler, a Thing from Beyond the Stars, 2 Bone Bearers. I feel like this is going well. This fight is just incredibly lenient, so I'm going to take some time. Oh, it's actually going to be stunning the frontliner there, because I figured the Menacing Gargoyle would have been killed by alien renders there, but it wasn't. If I can find an Altar of Light and get that buff on alien renders, I'm going to be so happy. Nice crit. Nice crit there as well. Definitely don't want to stall for too long, but that all kind of worked out.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Room battle, gotta buff the torch before I go in because I want the highest chance of surprising. Okay, that's good. That can be plus 10 dodge, plus 15% protection, I think. Alright, that didn't really... Alright, now it's a problem. It wasn't a problem until Rito missed, but then Rito missed, and now it's a problem. Tempting Goblet rolls out. Crits. I still haven't got the Tyrant's Cup, ever. And we are fighting Bone Tyrants.
Confusion.
Bone Tyrants? Bone Royalties. I think the Tyrant's Cup comes from the Bone Royalty, though. Okay. Just want to move. Don't care about stun. I managed to hit the stun anyway, though. Bayonet jab rolls on Alien Renders, who dodges. And then I'm going to stun them again. No actions for you, Sharpshooter. File warding. Okay, so we are going to have to start working through those characters, but Bone Sharpshooter first. And now I can start swapping to actual stress healing. Great. Totally works for me. This can also give you great insight into the world, which actually makes me scared to put it on Alien Renders, because Alien Renders would only have Ruin's Tactician to replace, which is actually quite good so far. So I actually probably want to have someone else use it. Probably Copy. Yeah. Copy could use with a couple different positive quirks.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Rito's already got like a full loadout of positive quirks here. It's either Copy or it's Mystara here. Forgot the name momentarily. Loving the amount of stress heal we're getting out here.
Soothed. Sedated.
And hell, the amount of heal we're getting out here. What an easy target.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay. Mystara... Actually, Mystara has natural swing that I desperately want to lock in. Copy has nothing I want to lock in right now, so... Great insight into the world. You become a Ruin's Tactician. Replaces Quick Draw. That's fine. And now you've got plus 15% damage in this area. Which is nice. Isn't that nice? I don't have any space in my inventory to swap things around right now, which means that Rito's actually got to do the disarming. Trying to let the light go low, because... Oh, no, wait, I have a bunch of torches. This is fine. Gotta kill the sharpshooter first. Yeah, that'll do it. Thanks, Guppy. Yeah, I should have inverted my stun targets there. I set myself up.
To a
That's really
blow.
bad. Alright. Stun. Nice. Alright, we're fine now. I'm gonna go for the battle buff because it'll be active for the first combat round in the next, in the upcoming room combat.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Earlier in the game, I would have gone absolutely wild for a Berserk Charm. See how we've all still got the buffs? That's what I'm talking about. That's a real low roll on the damage, unfortunately. We got our stuns off, which is really nice. But it looks like it's going to be 3 rounds now until the Bone Bearer gets an action that I'm really happy about. Dead weight on Mystara, don't stun. Nice. Okay, Bone Bearer actually is like a Sky Destruction away from being dead. Sky Destruction, Judgment away from being dead. You know, the thing that's actually called a thing in this game. Nice. Stumbling Scratch manages to hit, but very little damage. Kind of wanted to leave a corpse there, but it's okay.
Inspiration and improvement.
It's more important that I kill her than it is that I kill the Bone Shield wall. Stress is more important to remove, or rather, stress is more laborious to remove. Awesome. Very glad that actually didn't kill. Gives me the ability to get another stress heal out. Specifically a stress heal that had the crit bonus before, so a stress heal for an absolutely absurd amount of HP. Awesome. We actually needed the crit there in order to get the kill.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I'm gonna pop out the light. Loot in low light on the way back. Loot in low light. If I'm okay with taking one battle in low light, and I kind of am, let's be real. Especially because I know that I've already fought a Shambler, and I know that I've already fought 2 battles in low light now. Yeah, I'm doing him. Okay. That's fine. One down. If that gets around, we know we don't need to use it again. Oh, nice. Good stun on that Ancient Weber as well. Yep, so the front line got around, which now means that I never have to deal with them again. They're already dead. As soon as they try and take an action next round. I was trying to see if I had time for a stress heal there. Stashed heirlooms, but none of the ones we're looking for. What was that curio again? It's another bookcase. Yikes. Gosh, the bookcases are wild. Hell of a lot of them here. Can't eat food for recovery right now. We've only got 8 left. And we only have 8 courtesy of some very lucky loots, giving us 2 gold. 2 gold? 2 food apiece. The extra accuracy that we get out of that, I think, is going to be particularly important in helping me make sure that we Oh, that sucks. That's okay. I needed 2 hits in order to kill a bone sharpshooter at that point anyway. And this allows me to lock them both out of this round. Good. That's really good.
Death waits.
Yeah, not a huge fan of the 21 crit.
Concentration.
Not a huge fan of the 12 crit.
The will to fight falters.
Just saying, like, that's a lot of damage to put out in a single turn without any interaction on my part available. Just saying. Alright, watch the Bone Sergeant crit Alien Renders game. Oh, no, Graveyard Slash goes on Carpi. Doesn't even crit. Wow. I didn't even know you were capable of not critting, Bone Sergeant. So says Alien Renders, who is basically incapable of not critting. He follows up with the proof at that point. That's possibly the best kind of spread I really could have asked for there. Got him.
And now, the darkness holds dominion.
Ooh, yes.
Black as death.
Delectable money. We're actually going to have a hell of a lot when we go. Right, that Brigand Hunter is 100% our primary target. We'll expose and then go for stuns if we get the opportunity. That sucks. I have to do that move so that I have the ability to even attack the Brigand Hunter here. Expose. Any attack there was actually going to kill, so a kill is worth more than a stun, obviously. And also, Rampart can't even hit the 3rd line, so it was all we could really do. I'm amazed we weren't crit at all there. Lower bleed resist right now, though. Okay. Stunning that Cutthroat with Rampart is now a kill on it. Unfortunately, I have to use that stun on the other character who hadn't acted yet. If only Mystara acted very slightly faster. I mean, you're only 4 speed faster than the enemy, so how could I have possibly expected you to act faster than them? It's not like that's very, very likely.
It is.
Wow. That enemy had 5 speed, by the way. They acted faster. Rito only had 6. That's fine. Okay, that time it's fine. Okay. We can take absolutely only one more hunger event. This has been such a successful dungeon. Literally the only thing missing right now. I'll come back for that later. Literally the only thing missing from this dungeon right now is a gatekeeper's spawn so that we have an invitation. That's it. That sucks. They're really trying to stress out Alien Renders here. Wild. Quarrel. Okay. Only hit 7. That's really nice. I'm actually going to go for the heal there because I recognize how quarrelsome Quarrel can be. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to have to go for the stress heal. We're going to need to start working those in. Bone Sharpshooters in the very front line, which is going to make it real difficult for them. 11 to 22 on the damage table. We rolled the 11. I'm very, very glad that I didn't leave it up to another character to try and get that kill. We stunned that bone sharpshooter because the... Wow, you actually used foul warding. I was expecting the bone shield wall in the back to move forward, which would obviously move the bone sharpshooter back into position to use quarrel. Okay. Don't care if it stuns, only care if it moves. Alright, so it didn't move and stunned instead. That's certainly one way to do it. Alright, I'm going to start going for battle buffs because I don't know what's in any of these hallways, but I can choose which hallway I want to go down first just so that I can use my battle buffs. No defense can save you from my attacks. That ain't that the truth. Oh, damn. Alien Render's just making a mockery of the enemies in this dungeon. I love it. Go for the battle buff again. Hopefully we get a scout at the end of this. Great. Did get the scout. All right, there is a battle if we go south first. Really good. Damn it. No gatekeeper. That's really unfortunate for us, but it's okay. Hell yeah, that supplicant is now dead. It needed exactly those 2 crits. All right. That's a really good first round, especially considering these enemies... It's not that they can't be stunned, it's just extremely unlikely that they are. Please, Crimson Curse. I'm not going to sit here and try and farm out the Crimson Curse, but... I'll be honest, the thought had crossed my mind. Despite only dealing 5 damage there, that's enough, Rito, so you're fine. So one of the things that I'm really happy about is after this battle in this upcoming room, we can just turn all lights out forever. Okay. Still gotta focus the bone royalty first. That 10 damage is just there just in case we don't crit. Which we do, but it's fine. Spear Thrust rolls on Alien Renders for a total of 8. Not that much damage. And you're not going to move Alien Renders with the Prismatic Stability. That's just not happening. Let's be real. That's just... should that have been a protection on Alien Renders there? As in a guard. I suspect it should have. That's my bad. Okay. Keep these targets stunned. And definitely go for the heal there. 2 characters have the ability to act, you know. I don't want to hit and hit crit and then death blow.
A dizzying blow to body.
That's not the character I thought was going to crit that round, I gotta be honest. Awesome. This is really nice because we're going to be lowering the amount of stress that we have out of this ridiculously.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
So I turn out the lights here because it's just a good thing to do in this position. Awesome. So we get extra loot from this dungeon, then we can go all the way back up and back down, and then loot the... Hang on, I'll go for the possibility of the stun. Hey, we hit it. We can loot from the bottom all the way back up, come back down, and then get the consecrated bowl, which is exactly what I was thinking about when I was saying that I'm not going to take the consecrated bowl right now. By the way, the plus 24% crit does not apply to heals. I don't think any plus crit can apply to healing. Okay, we now know that we don't need shovels at all, because we've got all of our scouting. I can probably drop my laudanum as well. And in can... Alright, continue adventuring, because we've still got a little bit to do.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I could throw away 3 blood in order to take a new stack of something home. They just so don't matter, though. But nor does the blood right now, because we have the Sanguine Vinters, so we have a ridiculous amount of blood. We're actually going to have a battle here. That's fine. We have a ridiculous amount of extra accuracy, speed, crit, everything. We should just be able to destroy all of them very quickly. 2 of them dead. Stun the Weber with a crit, of course. And yeah, so that was a round of nothing but crits. It's pretty good. We still need the holy water. We could need the skeleton keys. Eventually, we'll know that we don't need any more food, and that's after we loot this and then move backwards. All right, I'm going to take the risk that we don't need any more food already. Oh, and we now know that we don't need any more keys. Don't you dare hunger proc me. It shouldn't be capable of doing so, but I've seen hunger procs do weird things. And then I know that this next space can only have 1 interactable on it. And a hunger proc is effectively like an invisible interactable. Alright. That was a really good dungeon!
More bones returned to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
Achievement unlocked. Sentimental relics of our forefathers. I think I have all ancestral trinkets right now, but... Prismatic Force? Plus 15% damage and it's on Rezo! Damn it! That would have been so good on Alien Renders. Oh well. Don't gift a horse in its looked mouth. We'll keep it, it's fine. Alright. Beast Slayer, replacing Ruins Tactician. Sure. Tapeworm, obviously bad. Fated replaces Ruins Tactician. Obviously not that great either.
The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly. And a curse upon us all.
Let's sell that bottle again so that we have something that we can actually get from Shamblers from this point on. We'll sell the second Martyr Seal as well as the second Wrathful Bandana. So that we can start accumulating interest on that. And you can see that despite not really prioritizing money in these missions, not heavily at least, we still ended up with a ridiculous amount of money. And now the bank will start to generate a lot of it ongoing as well. Okay. Well, there's no obvious mission to me right now, so that means that we're going to discuss it in the next episode. For the moment, though, my name's been Rhapsody. This episode's being way too long. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.